70s and early 80s, what was a typical steroid dose for a top competitor back in late 70s, early 80s? Because I know what it is now. It's grams and grams of Test and Tren and Masteron and 20 IU, 15 IUs of GH a day and 20 IUs of insulin a day. What was somebody using, a top pro, say like 1983, 1984? What were they using back then?
Um, I'm not gonna really speak for everyone, but I know the people who were around me. They were not abusive. They did not. They did not. Uh, you know. Uh, Listen, I know some guys were a little bit abusing, but when you talk to Frank Zane, for example, come on. Even Arnold told me things from his own mouth, and I'm gonna say it. If the Gov wants to get upset with me, let him get upset. Arnold, his own word is it's the Mia. All I took is a few D ball and little prima ball, and you know what? It's true.
Mm.
It's true.
Yeah.
So if you think Arnold was taking 10,000 milligrams, it's total bullshit. Arnold probably used maybe 1,000 milligrams at most a week. The total.
Yeah. Well,
I
look
mean,
look at
I
those
know, I
guys.
know.
They all had beautiful hair, no gyno, no gut,
Yes,
no
yeah. I see
acne.
Arnold still have his hair. Look at me.
Yeah. Well,
How do you like that?
it's better than
Hey,
like
no,
what
no,
it is.
no. I shave. I shave. I still have
Hey.
my hair,
Oh.
but I just don't like them white. Okay, Dr. George, when your hair gonna be white like mine, you're gonna shave too, right?
You could dye it, right?
Yeah, baby. But I think hair is heredity. It's something to do with. It wasn't just because my body making too much DHT from too much that androgen. I was really never in my life taking my highest peak is 400 when I was at the Olympia at the last final few weeks. I really never used a high amount of anti-estrogen. In fact, I didn't touch the anti-estrogen. Why? Because I wasn't using too much androgen, doc. And
The
you agree
reason of
with
the
me.
low doses back then, it was that they were legitimate pharmaceutical grade real stuff, so you didn't need to abuse crap underground, so that was underdose for instance.
This was a good thing. We didn't have a crap underground supplementation. And also I used to pick up when I needed something, I got a prescription. And the doctor, I can mention his name. Back in the days, we have Dr. Walter Jacob.
Yeah.
And many of us, I'm not going to say the athlete name. We went to him, including Mike and Casey and whatever. I don't want to say it because Mike and Casey, they're no longer with us. I can say it without being hateful. But the thing is, we can't say we didn't use anything. But the thing is, they didn't. Well, look, I know a couple of people that abuse, but if you take the abuse and compare it to what's going on today, oh my God, they're still angels. They are angels. I have kids coming to me for coaching, and they tell me this is what I was doing with my coach, and they send me the list. Oh my God! I'll tell them. I said, listen, either your coach is a drug dealer or selling you the stuff, or he really hates you, wants to kill you.
Wouldn't want
There's
to kill
no
him.
need.
He wants his business. He ain't going to kill him. He wants him to keep buying more stuff.
Yeah, but it's sad because really,
This is not smart though.
No, it's not. I mean, listen, any bodybuilders, listen, I heard of bodybuilders from the 80s, they were using a huge amount of anadrol. And you know how toxic anadrol. It's the most toxic drugs imaginable. And I know some guys in Top Pro, I'm not going to say his name, that
12.
even Mike Matarazzo's own
12.
words told me so use up to 10 anadrol a day.
Whew,
And
500 milligrams.
big, but he probably did it for 3 weeks. Because if he doesn't, he would be dead after 6 to 8 weeks using that much anadrol. You probably die in 1 month if you take that much. Because of you will have more your what do you call it? Your hematocrit and then your red blood cell will be so thick that you will have a heart attack in weeks.
Stroke. Yes.
Right, Doc?
Yes.
So, but
What about
some
liver
guys
failure?
were kamikaze.
Also.
Some guys were kamikaze. But the guy, if you look at Frank Zane or Chris Dickerson or even Serge lived with me for a while. I trained with Serge Nobre for 1978 Best in the World. And I was hanging out with him, Serge Nobre, and Berto Fox. We trained, we came eat at my house, and we hang out. And honestly, back then, Serge would use probably about 700-800 milligram a week, and people got to say, "No way!" But I'm telling you, he didn't use more.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to name people, but I can tell you each one individual what they use and how much they use.
Yeah.
But those great guys that didn't really abuse a lot, they didn't abuse.